is just over on ES alone. I've been putting out ES price stories, what our predictions for the whole month of December, and we at the end of the year, last day, and I just kind of want to go back and just see what I said, and if it happened, or if it didn't, what happened, what could have happened, or whatever. So the biggest thing I want to look at is outlook overall summary, because that's where I put my overall what I thought was going to happen until the end of the year. So let's just open that up. All right, so thesis for the fourth quarter. This ES has a yearly outside bar. January 2023 opens up a new yearly candle. Test on that outside bar candle can be 41.55, 43.09. It is in my opinion that price hangs around that area till the end of the year. This was before FOMC and CPI and all of that stuff came out. So I said, let's say price does not hang around that area and it does pull back the second week in December, which it did. It pulled back. That would mean the top of the year we will push price up. So that part is still out for debate. We don't know, we at the top of the year, and we continue the bullish thesis. This is the projection, not set in stone, because price changes. I have to see it. That's why I always watch price, and if it updates, I change my view and I tell or whatever. As of right now, from what I wrote, I don't want y'all to see that part because that's for my subscriptions only, but basically I was telling people, why does this matter? Why should you keep these levels in mind? Look at the lowest retest level. If the market is to crash, then these levels are important. It will help you not to think too far in advance looking at a new low. So while people were thinking, oh, we're going for a new low, I was like, no, we're not going to go below 37.34. Why? Because it's a retest level. I think ahead. That's my ability to kind of see price ahead. And I have watched price so long, I have watched patterns so long that I know that it literally sets up for the next move. So if you could predict the setup, it's not so much of predicting the next move, it's seeing the setup for the next move. So it's not a prediction. It's like, because I see this setup, it is, to my opinion, that it will do this next. Not that I'm like, oh, it's going to do this because I think or I want it to do that. No, it's because I've seen the setup before. That's what it is. So that's what I was looking at and I started to pay attention to. So I'm skipping around because I don't want y'all to see. So I looked at my yearly. Boom, we had that retest. I looked at my 6 month. All of this stuff is in bullish patterns or whatever. At 3 month. So what we did, let's go to ES. What did we do? My ES looks crazy. I'm gonna take away a couple of this stuff. But what did we do? We hung around. The lowest we got was 37.89. Wow, Tracy, where did you get that from? How did you know? It just seeing price sets up, seeing the price set up, and then guess what happened? What we do? Close above the monthly broadening. It literally was setting up to move up. That is in my opinion. I haven't sat down yet to do what's going to happen the first week in January or January yet. I'm doing that today. But just to recap on the things I said, I knew price was going to hang around. So all for days, we just kept up looking like we're making a move. And I knew we weren't making a move. That's why I just went and enjoyed my family and said, I'm not going to play with this price action at all. I'm just going to wait, hold my capital and wait. So we ended up hanging out, like I said. Now, what's happening next? All my subscribers will know because I'll be putting that out. This should be a good quarter. I have put some predictions on when the market will make a new low. I want to see if that come to pass. I'm just really excited about this year. Now, let's fast forward to what ES is doing. Bump my my outlook because I recapped on how ES basically stayed in this story. So we created a new story because it broke below. And even with this new story breaking below, it didn't even come down to the full story to test it. But guess what? Because my thesis of it hanging around, I wasn't expecting it. And if it did come down to these levels, it would wick it and jump back up. But let's see why price was kept bouncing. If you put my broadenings back on, it bounced off of this. And this was the major drop, and it just never got back down to that level, because if it come back down, this is, it's going to ride all the way down, but then it starts to ride this broadening. That's why it's important to have your broadenings as well, to understand price and not, FOMO in. Broadenings formation help you not FOMO in to a lot of trades, in my opinion. All right, let's put my fibs back on. Let's put on some specific ones. All of this is going to change. This is just a recap. So we kind of stayed around the monthly, like I told you guys. So boom, we're going to take that off. I'm going to put my new story fib. So this is what I was playing all week. This is what I was watching. The new story. It never got above. And when it did, once I was like, oh, we above it. Just because it pushed above it, I tell y'all don't take the actionable signal. If you ain't take this actionable signal, you ain't jumping in here. You got to wait for the next actionable signal. And guess what? That signal fell. So it wasn't ready to continue to push up into this price area right here, but we just stayed up below this. So all we kept doing is coming down and doing that. So really, price was just not worth a damn the whole last 2 weeks in December. So that's the price recap on ES. I'm looking forward to the new year. Just wanted to not leave you guys hanging on where price was at. And I got to clean up these charts and, get the story popping. The good thing is I don't have to change up the price story because we're still in it. I just got to change up my levels. Still keep my broadenings, things like that. So I'm wishing you guys the best of luck in the new year. My subscription-based service for all of this, more details will be out by Sunday evening for you guys to sign up. And love you guys. Talk to you later.